Welcome back to the vlog, and welcome back to another smoky day here in Papua New Guinea. My name is Ryan, and today we're doing a flight of 2 down to Nadzeb. So stay tuned. This is going to be a really cool, fun flight. We're going to do kind of just as a low flight all the way down over the mountains. So
pause system test. Okay.
Let's go ahead and get started. Right over 14%. We'll introduce low idle. Watching the NG come up over 30%, almost. Watching the ITT now is coming up. Watching the needle as it comes up, see how fast it's coming up. And as it peaks out and starts dropping off, then I can know I can release the starter and the fuel pump. My generator on, prop forward, alternator, aux bus on. So yeah, this is a 35-minute flight down to Nadzeb today. We're going to be going through the Dirty Water Gap. And you guys can follow along with this little map here I'm going to have going. Just to show you, we're in Papua New Guinea right above Australia. And we're the blue dot in Goroka heading down to Nadzeb, which is Leh, if for those of you who don't know. Anyways, we're going to be doing a flight kind of down here, down to the Ramu River, and then kind of down in that way. So yeah, it should be a really fun flight. All right, Brad, I'm ready.
Okay, ready for me to make a call?
Stay firm. Fuel caps and selectors, our controls. We'll turn off TAWS for this flight so that we can go lower to terrain without being yelled at. Switches and instruments, we're empty today, 750 pounds of fuel, so rotates 56 and 65.
In November Tango Kilo, and request 17 right.
At 63 and 54.
Affirmative Echo 2 POB, November 10 Kilo 1 POB, taxi to runway 17 right, and then backtrack 17 left. Wind light in visible, QNH 1019, temperature 20, time on the hour.
1019er, enter back taxi line, correction, enter back taxi 17 left for 17 right, flight at 2, November Tango Echo.
All right, taxi light on, landing light on. Put our aileron into him because he's right in front of us. All right, clear left and right. We'll do a governor check as we get onto the runway and get our strobes on. Put our taxi light back to pulse. All right, if we're not 50 knots by the first taxiway, we will abort, full reverse, heavy braking. Flaps up, cut off, pull off, shut if we're going off after takeoff, pitch for 85, consider EPL, consider feather. 80 full flaps, emergencies, call up, tower, and morning roll in.
Morning true run.
And November Tango Echo and November Tango Kilo, flight at 2 are ready for takeoff, 17 right.
All right, flaps are set at 20, trim, and abort.
Affirmative Echo 17 right, number 1, make left turn, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 17 right, left turn, November Tango Echo.
All right, we're going to be 1330 for 1380 today.
And for November 10 Kilo, in turn, your separation with the preceding company. 17 right, make left turn, clear for takeoff.
And clear for takeoff, behind company traffic, November Tango Kilo.
There's a flock of birds on the runway, so there's a decent chance I'll be aborting, November Tango Echo.
Copy all.
Affirmative Echo.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and line up.